I die, fuck it, I wanna go to hell. Cause I'm a piece of shit, it ain't hard to fucking tell. It don't make sense going to heaven with the goody goodies dressed in white. I like black Timbs and black hoodies. Gotta probably have me on some real strict shit. No sleeping all day, no getting my dick lit. Hanging with the goody goodies, lounging in paradise. Fuck that shit, I wanna tote guns and shoot dice.
You're not alright.
Sorry, Snoopy. You can't go with us. Dogs aren't allowed on the school bus. Woof.
Hey everybody, so today I'm just going to start off with spraying my face with the NYX primer water and going in my brows with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer in Granite and just shaping out my brows. And then I'm going to spoolie this through and really make it blended out for a really natural brow look. And then I'm going to go in with the Milani Concealer Pen Brow Duo. There's a highlight side and a matte side, and I go in with the matte side almost every day. And I just underline my brows, brush it out with a little flat definer brush, and then blend it out with my fingertips. Usually I use this when I want a more natural brow look and I don't want it to look as carved out as I would if I used a concealer from the pot. And then I'm going to go in and prime my lids. I'm looking for my concealer right now, and I finally found it. I'm using the e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer in Fair, and I'm just going to blend that out with a concealer brush. And lately, I've been using this eyeshadow from Wet n Wild to set my eyeshadow primer with, and it's called Brulee, and it's like the perfect nude, and it just sets it really good for no matter what look you're using. Then I'm going to go ahead and go in with the NYX Control Freak Brow Gel and go put that through my brows, not really anything else you can do with that. I'm going to go ahead and go in with this really light shade from NYX. I got these 9 shades and put it in this palette, and I was so excited when I got them that I just threw all the packages away with the names on it, so I have no idea what names are what on there. So every time I try to link these shadows that I'm using, now I'm putting the orange and the light shade in my crease, by the way. But every time I use these shadows, it's so hard to link them down below because I have to kind of guess what shade I bought, but I usually put the closest shade to it, so if it's not the exact shade, it'll definitely be something similar to it if you try to recreate this look later. And then I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Nudes palette. This is the Rock Nudes, and I'm going to go in with that blue shade that isn't really that blue. It's more of like a smoky gray color. I'm going to go ahead and put that in the crease as well and really define that and make it dark and smoky. And I really wanted to film something today with color because my last couple videos haven't really been that colorful. And so I had all these shadows out, and I don't know why, but I decided to go with a deep blue color. But I really love the way it came out. It's like a smoky eye, but with blue instead of black. And so I'm going in with this definer color on a smudge brush. And the reason I'm using the smudge brush with this blue shade to put it all over the lid, even though it takes forever because it's so small, and if I used a packer brush, it would have been quicker because it would have covered more area. But since I used such a small brush, I just wanted to have extra blue all over it, so I didn't get all my brushes full of blue, so I could just use this brush on the underneath part of my eye later on, as you can see in a couple minutes. So then I'm just packing and packing and packing this blue color on top of each other and smoking it out with the blending brush I used earlier. I'm not putting any more shadows on this brush until the end. Once I finish packing on this blue, now I put a little bit of the lighter blue shade from the palette on it to blend it out, but just a little bit to make it a little bit smoother. So I'm spraying my face again because I felt like I needed it, and I'm going in with the Maybelline Baby Skin Primer and just putting this all over my face, especially on my forehead, under my eyes, my nose area, and smearing the extra on my chin. And I recently got this foundation at Target. It's the Essence Pure Nude foundation. It was on sale for like $3, and it's actually pretty good. I like how it looks so far, so I can use it. And as I blend this out, my mom called me, so I'm taking her. And I'm using the Wet n Wild Spot Top Foundation brush. I use this brush all the time for foundation, as you probably noticed. I don't really change up my brushes, and I love this one so much. It definitely puts it on with as much coverage as the foundation has, but it blends it out for just the beauty blender would. And it doesn't leave it streaky at all, which is good because a lot of brushes leave it streaky. So now I'm going in with the same the same concealer I used to prime my eyes, and I'm just going to conceal my under eyes and use a blender. Usually I would use a beauty blender, but it's all the way at the bottom of the jars, you may have seen in my last video. So I haven't really been using it as much, so I'm using a concealer brush and then using my fingers to make sure it's not that harsh. Sorry, the hiccups are making me weird. I'm going in with the lighter shade from the Contour Wet n Wild palette and setting that, and then I'm going to set the rest of my foundation with Wet n Wild as well. It's the Coverall Foundation Powder in white. I actually really like this powder. It works really nice, especially since I'm paler than NYX Warm, which I usually use. And so now I'm going in with that smudger brush. I did not put any extra blue on this. All of the blue that is going underneath my eyes is from what is left over on the brush from packing it on my lids. If you use a packer brush to pack on your eyeshadow, then just go in the blue with the smudger brush right now and smudge that under your lash line. Then I'm just using the blending brush with the lighter blue shade and making sure that's nice and smoked out all around. Because, you know, I'm a perfectionist and it has to be as smoky as I can get it. So now I'm going to move on. Oh, no, I'm packing more. I'm going to add this Wet n Wild trio on top. You don't have to do this, but I did this in a couple videos ago and I liked the way it looked on top of the color. And it just made it shiny with the blue effect. And it was also extra blue because it had blue underneath. And it just made it nice and shiny. Then I'm going in with the Aqua Liner from this is by NYX. The NYX Aqua Green Liner. I'm just going to go ahead and put that in and make my waterline blue. And I'm going to put some black liner on the top to tightline just because I'm going to add some lashes. So getting my eyes ready for lashes, I'm going to apply some mascara. I believe I used the IT Cosmetics Supergirl mascara, and I'm just going to apply that on my top lashes. I also applied on my bottom eyelashes off camera the Soy Protein Wet n Wild mascara, just because I wanted to be able to see my eyelashes, but I didn't really want them to be noticeable. Now I'm using the darker shade from the Wet n Wild contour palette in Dulce de Leche. That's also the one I used to set my under eyes. And I'm using the new contour brush that I got in my Ipsy bag. I believe it said it was by Crown Brushes, but it says it's the same brand as a couple other brushes I've received in my Ipsy bag, so I'll link it down below when I know for sure that it is, because I'm in my bathroom right now voiceovering because it's the only spot where it doesn't echo or anything, so yeah. And so now I'm just smoking it out even more because I'm a perfectionist, and I'm going to go in with some blush. I'm going to use I believe it was called Berry and More, but the Milani Big Blush. This would also look amazing with Luminoso. That's one of my favorite Milani Big Blushes. And then I forgot to contour my nose, so I'm going to contour my nose. I love using the Packering eyeshadow brush to make sure the lines, I have more control on the lines and that they are there. And then I just go in with the brush that I set my under eyes with to blend it out without putting any powder on that brush. I just use the excess powder to blend out the contour. Then I sprayed my face with some Mist and Set by e.l.f. and I'm going in with this Physicians Formula highlighter and a concealer brush because I have yet to get the Morphe brush that I want to highlight, and then I'm going to go in with the eyeshadow brush to get precision in my inner corners under my eyes, my nose, and my cupid's bow, and spray my face again because why not? Then I applied the Vegas Nay lashes. I believe these are Grand Glamour, and I just put those on off camera. And I really wanted to use this new gloss I got at CVS the other day with my mom. I used the darker shade. I believe it's called like bronze something, bronze berry, I think. In oh no, I didn't film a video, but that's what I'm using. I took pictures with that lip gloss. And so I lined my lip with a nude Milani liner, and then I just put the palest shade I had, which was Nitty by Colourpop, and I'm going on top of that with the lip gloss. As you can see, I was pretty shocked on how light it was, but it blended out really nicely into the Nitty by Colourpop, and it stayed on really nicely. It's still on my lips right now, and it looks just like I applied it. And this is 4 o'clock, and I filmed this in the morning, so yeah. And there we go. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you liked it. Here's a link